Alright guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're into this kind of material, please subscribe. If you're not new, if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you very much for making the decision to be on our channel. Our channel is about simplifying success principles and making those principles available to the average individual so they could carve their own version of success. Normally I'm in my studio making videos, but today I'm on the road for a little while, so I'm going to try to get a little video in. The approach we use is we ask persons to send us questions and we attempt to answer the questions in the video. Today's question is, well, a subscriber shared, I want to start a YouTube channel myself, but I'm nervous. So today we want to talk about, I want to share with you 4 things to do if you are nervous. But before I get into that, I want to talk about, this is the 3rd week of the channel. This is the 3rd week, and of course persons have been sending recommendations and suggestions to improve the channel, and I'm very open to that. So we're gonna make 3 changes. I want to share with you those changes that we're gonna make. 1, I think my son said to me I'm a bit too formal in some of the videos. So I want to be a little less formal or a little more informal. I am not 100% sure that I was being that formal, but I'm going to take that advice and try to be less formal. That's 1. A second thing that was shared is that, well, my wife said to me that I'm not talking to everybody on YouTube. I am attempting to create a community of individuals who are into personal development and into creating their own version of success. So I am going to start referring to my subscribers as Team Unstoppable. Why Team Unstoppable? Because I'm trying to create a team of individuals that are unstoppable in their quest for personal development and in their quest for self-development, self-empowerment, and their version of success. So with your permission, guys, I'm going to be referring to my subscribers as Team Unstoppable, and I hope we could continue to grow that team, continue to support each other's growth and development. That's the 2nd change that I'm going to make. A 3rd change that I'm going to make with my videos is that I have been told that I spend about 50% of the time looking away from the camera, not looking directly at the camera. So in my studio there's a mirror that is across from me where I stand, and from time to time I often look into that mirror, and I'll talk about that subsequently. I often look into that mirror and not necessarily look into the camera. Today I can't look into the camera in this video, obviously I'm driving and that's an unsafe practice, but I would not be looking into that mirror that often. I would be making a very serious effort to look directly into the camera. So those are the 3 changes you could look forward to in the video. Now let me get into the question that was asked. What do you do when you're nervous? She wants to start a YouTube channel and she's too nervous. Now first of all, nervousness is not a bad thing. Nervousness allows you to recognize that what you're doing is important and you should pay attention to details. So nervousness is a message to you to take seriously what you're doing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. But my 4 best tips for when you're nervous. Tip number 1, feel the fear and do it anyway. Think yourself brave. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Not because you're afraid means that you should not go forward with what you want to do. One person defined fear as false expectations appearing real. So it's not, the thing that you're afraid of is not necessarily going to do you any harm. It's not necessarily going to cause you any injury. It's just your perception of things. So feel the fear and do it anyway. And I could say the same thing with my YouTube channel. I feel a bit apprehensive from time to time. What would the comments say? What would persons say? What would other people think? Am I making sense in some respects? But notwithstanding feeling that level of nervousness, I think myself brave and I do it anyway. That's the first point I want to make. The second point is ensure that you earn the right to speak. If you're going to do a YouTube channel or you're going to do a presentation, anything you're going to do, ensure that you earn the right to speak. Ensure that you're speaking on something that you're very, very comfortable. The subject matter that you're speaking on, you're very, very comfortable with it. And when we say earn the right to speak, is either that you have extensive experience. It's your experience. You're speaking about your experiences. And if you're speaking about your experiences, you definitely would have earned the right to speak because nobody knows your experiences better than you do. You could also earn the right to speak by something that you've engaged in extensive study. Now, I've been studying the principles of personal development for over 2 decades. Looking at the legends in the field like Bob Proctor, Jim Rohn, Anthony Robbins, and even to the more contemporary stars in the field like Gary Vee, one of my personal heroes, Grant Cardone. He's not so much contemporary, but one of my personal heroes again. So I've been studying the field of personal development for the longest while. I think I've earned the right to speak. And I can speak from my experiences as well because I'm talking about success principles. And I can share several bits of experience. But I mean, take for example, when I finished school, secondary school, I finished with basically 1 pass in the exam that you do when you complete secondary school. I had just 1 pass, and through the years I've progressed significantly that I'm now actually working on a PhD proposal. So I know about advancing and progressing along a continuum, whatever continuum your ambition would allow you to design. I know about that. I can talk about success principles. I can talk about one of my sons who had the ambition to play on the national team, and as we speak right now he's out of the country with the senior national team. So I can talk about success principles. So I've earned the right to speak. So I'm not necessarily nervous in terms of the content that I am sharing. I'm not nervous about that at all because I've earned the right to speak. Once you have earned the right to speak, you can be comfortable. Even if you start off a bit nervous because your anxiety levels might be high, you would become very comfortable because you've earned the right to speak. The third thing I want to tell you about overcoming nervousness and going forward anyway is be clear on your why. Why are you doing this? Why am I doing this? What's my reason behind this? Once you have, it has been said, once you have a clear enough why, you would figure out the how. Once you have a clear enough why, you would become unstoppable. Here's an example. If I say to you, there's a burning house in this direction, go into the burning house. You would probably say, no, I'm not going into a burning house. That doesn't make any sense. But if I say to you, I just saw your favorite pet go into that house. That's your favorite pet. Or somebody you care about. The last place I saw them going was into that house. You would become unstoppable. They would try to stop you from going in that house, but you would become unstoppable because you have a big enough reason. You have a big enough why. Why are you going into a burning house? I'm going into a burning house because. So be clear on your reason. Be clear on your why. And once you're clear on your why, you could actually cause yourself to become unstoppable. And the fourth and final reason that I would share with you to progress, notwithstanding being nervous, notwithstanding feeling nervous, the fourth and final reason I would share with you in this video is, by the way, if you think that I'm nervous in doing my videos, just put yes or no in the comments. I need that level of engagement. If you think that I'm nervous, if you reach this far in the video and you think that I'm nervous in my videos, either this one or any of the other videos that you would have seen, just put yes or no, just so we can have a conversation. Good? Now, the fourth and final thing I would share with you is this. Remember the future. Remember the future. And what do I mean by remember the future? You might say, well, the future has not arrived yet. How could you remember the future? You remember things in the past, not things that are yet to come. But here's what I mean. When you make a decision to start a YouTube channel, or when you make a decision to speak, or when you make a decision to embark on a particular initiative, it's because you're attempting to create something. You're attempting to create something or to advance something, to create something for yourself, for your family, for others. That's what you're trying to do, to create something. And that which you're attempting to create would hold the promise of a better future, either for yourself, for your family, or for the persons that would benefit from that which you're attempting to do. Sometimes, I hope you put yes or no already, because I'll share with you. Sometimes I feel very nervous about doing the videos for different reasons, and I just remember what I'm about, what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create a team of unstoppable individuals who might have been deprived from this kind of information because they're in books and they don't read that much, because they're not in the schools that they attend. But I'm trying to create a resource that is here for individuals who are serious about taking their success to the next level. I'm really trying to create that kind of resource. So average individual, the average young person, anybody coming up could just click on the channel, Rydeus-The channel, and access these success principles. That's the future that I'm trying to create, that I need to remember. So notwithstanding feeling nervous, I need to remember that what you're about is significant. It's so significant that you cannot afford to give up. Also, I am of the firm view that YouTube provides you with an opportunity to, once you get good at it, once you master it, with an opportunity to generate significant revenues. Revenues to advance your goals, revenues to look after your personal well-being, revenues to transform your lifestyle. I am of that view. And whenever I feel nervous, or whenever I feel like not getting up and making videos, I don't have that feeling about not getting up and making videos. I'm actually excited about making videos. I want to do more than 2 videos for the week. I don't have that feeling of not doing videos. But whenever I feel that nervousness, I could feel the fear and do it anyway. I could think myself brave. I could persist simply because I'm remembering a future that I'm desirous of. I really would like it to happen. And that is enough to keep me going. So in terms of the question today, what to do when you are nervous, I hope I was able to share some insights and to let you feel the fear and go forward anyway. So thank you for tuning in to today's video. I know there are a million things that you could be doing and you made the decision to tune in. I hope you got value from it. Please subscribe if you have not. Please turn your post notification on so you'll be notified when we post a video. Please leave a like, leave a comment. I appreciate the engagement. So Team Unstoppable, thank you very much. See you in the next video.